We are done with part 12 of our basics task. Now let us start off with part 13, that is setting constraints. So we can set geometrical and dimensional constraints on various type of elements. So before we begin, I want you to go through the first part of CATIA Sketcher, where we have discussed about the constraints, geometrical dimensions and constructional dimensions along with the colors for each and every constraint used. Now let us start off quickly by creating dimensional and geometrical constraints. So imagine we have a circle with an unknown dimension. So this is the tool which is called constraint on the right side, and we select the circle. We'll know the diameter, but still it is under constraint, so we have to constrain it to the axis. And this is the distance of this from the horizontal and its distance to the vertical. Now we can see that it's green. We can also draw a line like that, and this double line means it is tangent to the circle. For defining constrained measure direction, imagine we have two circles, one here and the other one here. So to know the dimension between this circle and this circle, we'll get it like that. Right click and horizontal measure direction. We'll get it like this. Else, we can again select these two. Right click, vertical measure direction. This is how we do it. And so let me delete the constraint. We can also join these two and click on constraint defined in dialog box. Click on tangent. We can see that these two circles are attached to each other. Or we can draw a circle and another circle. Click on these 2 points and click on coincidence. We get a circle into another circle. So this is how we create constraints using a dialog box. Let me use a profile tool now. Here, and create a arc. This is the image profile that we have. Now let us constrain it. So this line. Now let us make this line and the curve tangent to each other like that, and this curve and this curve tangent like that. This line and this line perpendicular, and this line and this line curve tangent, and this curve and this line tangent, and this constrain it, constrain this one, this, and finally now this is for because it's over constrained, so let us delete one. This is how you constrain the profile. The next one we'll be seeing is modifying the constraints on or between the elements. So imagine we want this to be 110. You can see that the dimension is changed to 110, and this one as 50, this one as 50, this one as 30. So we simply double click on the constraint value, we get a dialog box and we can alter it. 20. So this is how we modify the elements. We can also change, since it's perpendicular, we'll not be able to change its value. But imagine we have another profile which goes like this, and the angle between this one and this one is 107. So we can double click on the value and change value to 120. Then we can see that the angle is changed. Sometimes we might get pink color like this, which means it's over constrained and some directions are repeated, because of which we will not be able to constrain it fully. So all we have to do is delete any one of the dimensions. So imagine we delete this, then it becomes constrained, or we delete this value, again it comes back to normal. So this is how we use constraint tool. By this we come to the end of basic task. Let us move on to workbench description in the next session. Thank you.